Hi, yeah, I'm Emily Hamilton. I'm Vice President of Strategic Change within our Product and Supply Chain division. I came out as a transgender woman, having worked with the company for about 18 months, 2 years. So I didn't join the company being visibly a woman, but I always was. I just wasn't able to tell anyone. So at the back end of 2019, I came out as trans and bisexual. And started a journey of transition. So, I guess the biggest hurdle was how on earth do you do that? It's a question. You can think about it as much as you like, but you don't know how that's going to go until you actually try it. So yeah, I came out in 2019. I socially transitioned in 2020, just as the pandemic kicked off, and came back to work as my true self. And in all honesty, the company has been incredibly supportive of me in my journey. And I guess my leadership style has to an extent always been the same. So it didn't change massively when I came out, because I've always been me. I've always known who I was. What it's given me is a great deal of empathy and understanding. From a gender perspective, I spent a lot of years in the other camp, if you like. I was in a place where I carried male privilege. I was able to be seen as a man. I heard sometimes what men say when they don't think women can hear them. So I've got a real, broad understanding and empathy for not only what people say, but also what they say when they don't think they can be heard. So I think that's helped me in my leadership style, because it allows me to understand people better. I was invited to join an Elevate panel before I got involved with Elevate, our women's ERG, to talk with another member of Elevate, and to talk about experiences and shared experiences as women in our business, and both seen, without any reservations, as women from different experiential backgrounds. And what became really clear in that session was, yes, we came from a completely separate journey through our lives to get to where we got to, but the similarities in some of the challenges that we were facing, the similarities in the hurdles that are put in front of women in business were exactly the same. And some of the things I was observing as somebody who had not long come out at that stage, and to my absolute horror, was facing into things which had never been a problem before. Some of the things which women will talk about around their credibility, around how they're listened to in a business context, around how their voices are either heard or not heard in the room. I'd never had that problem before. In all of my business career, I spoke and I was pretty much listened to. I was taking route one. All of a sudden, I found that wasn't the case, that there was a real difference actually in how people perceived and treated me. And actually, I think that was eye-opening for both me and for the colleague I was on the panel with. It just gave me a real sense of kinship, a real sense of welcome, a real sense of community, that actually we were all in the struggle together to get that true equality at work. And that was a real seminal moment for me in coming out at work.